How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. Just doing a real estate tap-in with you for today. No exciting breaking news. This week we are going to be looking at some of these CPI reports and showing some of the data that's coming out about what's going on with the spending and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that, with last week's job report being kind of confusing because there was a lot more jobs added, but unemployment went up. So that's a little weird to me. But those job numbers too will get most likely revised somewhat downwards. If you look at the past year, every month there's been a revision and it's been downward. So you have to be careful with some of these numbers. But today I wanted to talk about I talk about real estate notes a lot, and the reason is because a lot of times you can get involved in real estate notes for less money. And one of the major reasons why is because with real estate notes there's something that's called a partial. So if you're familiar with getting a mortgage, owning a home, there's usually 360 payments. That's 30 years. So sometimes in other situations, and when it comes to notes, some people write them at 240 months, 180 months. They can be as low as 60 months. But whatever the amount of months are that payment needs to be paid for, you don't have to sell all of the payments. And that's what a partial is. A partial is I'm selling some of the payments remaining. So let's just say, out of 360 months, there were 300 more payments to be made. So somebody had been living in the house for technically 5 years. So there's 300 more payments to be made. You don't have to sell all 300 payments. And you as an investor or somebody that wants to invest, you may not want to spend what it would cost for those remaining 300 payments, but maybe you could buy the next 120 payments. And then based on the amount that you're buying the 120 payments for, your investment to value of the property is a lot lower, and the amount of money that you're having to outlay for this purchase is where you want to be. And so a lot of times you can do that for less money. Let's just say if it was 300 payments left, and let's say it's $125,000 remaining, you can buy that for considerably less if you're only buying 120 payments. What the actual numbers are, we'd have to look at a specific deal, a transaction. But not everywhere out of this country do you have to spend $100,000 just to get a good deal. There are a lot of areas where the prices are lower. They were written for less money. These notes were written for less money. So if you're buying partial, you can get something that's more in the range of what you want to invest. And you can do this, let's say you do have $100,000 to invest. Maybe you can buy 4 or 5 different partials to spread out your risk and to maximize, your return, as opposed to putting that, $50,000 or $100,000 just in one deal. So, hopefully, that made sense. You're buying a certain portion of those 300 payments. So if you buy 120, that means that 180 are still need to be made. And then what happens after that particular time that you purchase it, let's say you buy the 120, the person that sold you those 120 payments can, on that 121st payment, it will revert back to them. So whatever that monthly payment was being made for the 120 months that you purchased, that 121st month, that monthly payment would then go back to the original person that sold you the partial. So, if you have any questions, make a comment, and we'll get them answered for you. But the concept of partials allows, more people to get into the real estate notes for less money. So, something to think about. If you're interested in knowing more, please make a comment, reach out, and we can talk about that. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.